Only in New Jersey would you see a press conference by the governor and the Murphy team smiling, giving each other five, hugging each other, based on raising taxes by $1.5 billion on the people of New Jersey. This is what concerns me. Let's assume for the moment that you believed that we had such a deficit or structural problem in this state that you needed to address it with taxes. Why would that turn into a party? This giving each other five and hugging each other and smiling as if they just won a sporting event. What they did was they increased taxes in New Jersey on the overtaxed people of the state of New Jersey, and the smiles were as wide and broad as I've ever seen. That's why I think Murphy and his team are out of touch. They should be at least concerned that they had to do this. We disagree with the fact that they had to do anything with taxes because there are plenty of options on the table. We've discussed all of those. We've talked about changing health benefits. We've talked about reforms. So let's assume that myself and Assemblyman Bucco disagree with Governor Murphy. Clearly, a party because they're able to raise taxes, $1.5 billion, I find that an insult to the people of New Jersey. So let's talk about Governor Murphy's approach. I think he disregarded many of the interest groups during this negotiation. Who was at the table during the last 2 weeks representing the job creators in this state? Was there anyone there from the Chamber of Commerce, small business groups? Anyone there from NJBIA? No. It was a group of Democrats who believed, based on what Murphy said, that they had a mandate to raise taxes on the people of New Jersey. They are dead wrong. What the mandate was, there was a vote, and he won. Maybe it was an anti-Christie vote, maybe it was an anti-Trump vote, but it wasn't a pro-tax vote. And I believe when the people of this state realize what the Murphy administration is doing, the reaction will be overwhelming. And let me talk about these new taxes on so-called millionaires, people who make more than $5 million. If you think these executives and these job creators don't feel as if this is an insult to them, and they're not going to move into Pennsylvania or into New York or move to Florida, you're also dead wrong. If you think there's no consequence taxing these very successful people, and if you think they're going to take that lying down and just stay there and pay another $100,000 or $200,000 in taxes, the governor's wrong. We're not here to defend millionaires. We're here to defend the people in New Jersey who overwhelmingly believe we're overtaxed. So this party that the Murphy administration had, in my judgment, was absolutely wrong. And there was not one discussion, not one comment, not one word on cutting spending. How do you not address those issues? How do you not comment on the reforms that are needed? All you do is have a party for new taxes, like a birthday party for new taxes. Dead wrong. I'm going to turn it over to Assemblyman Bucco, the conference leader, and I appreciate him being here early in the morning.
Thank you, Leader. You know, over the last couple weeks, we've watched as this high-stakes game of chicken has played out between the Senate President and the Governor. And during that high-stakes game, we heard Governor Murphy say that we can't increase the corporate business tax because corporations will leave. We heard the Senate President respond that we can't increase the income tax because it'll drive our high wage earners out of state. Well, incredibly, and only in New Jersey, could the compromise that is reached raise both taxes. So, which one was right? And how could they have ignored their own arguments? Well, the fact of the matter is that they're both right, and they know it. And the impact of raising both of those taxes is that the state will lose high wage earners. The state will have trouble attracting corporations here. Will lose those corporations that are on the tilting point. And with those high wage earners and those corporations will go jobs and tax revenue. So who does that really hurt? It really hurts the very people that they're trying to protect. Because when you look at that impact, when you lose that revenue, that means the people that are left here that can't afford to leave the state end up paying more. And when you lump on top of that the tax on Airbnb, the tax on Uber and Lyft, the tax on hospital visits, the tax on utility bills, the garbage bag tax, when all of those other taxes hit the middle and low-income wage earners, it's going to be devastating here in New Jersey. And that's what I think this administration and the Democrat leadership misses. And I think the leader is absolutely correct that as people wake up and they begin to see exactly what's going on here today at the State House, they are going to be angry and they are going to be upset. I saw on the internet somebody posted that New Jersey needs to push the reset button. Well, let me tell you, that reset button is going to be pushed. It's going to be pushed in this midterm that's coming up next year, and it's going to be pushed 4 years from now, just like it has always been when a Democratic governor comes up for re-election. This is just the beginning, because it won't stop here. The spending will continue to increase, and in order to meet that spending, you'll continue to have to see tax increases and, as they call it, additional revenue raisers. So I think we're in for a long haul here, and I think the people in New Jersey are going to recognize that quickly, and I think you're going to see the outrage continue to build.